Alright gamers, welcome, and as you see here, I am pleased to present you with Half-Life Decay for the PlayStation 2. So, I did my best with this. We got a nice overlay made by our good friend Volans, of course, and we have the best that I could get it on the screen so that we can see it the best. So commentary is done after the fact. Quality is what it is. Game was released in 2001, but mission 1 is the experiment must be successful. Monitor the anti-mass spectrometer and deliver anomalous materials to Dr. Freeman. So the mission dual access, first of the game. So like I said, it's being played on a PS2, so video quality isn't that great. I mean, the game was released in 2001 for PS2, but and the frame rate is kind of stuck at like 24, 30. I'm not sure exactly, but like I said, commentary is after the fact. So and it's meant to be played in co-op, but you can make it work to play single player. So I switch between both. You'll see that a lot here.
Good morning, Doctor.
So we meet Barney,
Doctor.
our good old friend.
Looks like you two are right on time today. I'm afraid there's been some trouble with the system, so you may have been deleted from the security database.
Damn.
If you follow me to the door, I can get you inside where you can straighten it all out.
Sounds good, I think.
So I guess today is the big day, huh? The big guy was pretty excited when he came in earlier. He was talking about the new guy, Dr. Freeman. I just hope everything goes well today.
The big guy is Wallace Breen, for those of you that have played through it.
This should only take
all
a
the
second.
Half-Life games.
Warning.
There you go. See you after the experiment.
So now we can go inside here. Got to meet up with the scientist here to let us in.
They're waiting for you in the control room.
But for some reason, the door doesn't trigger until you walk towards it.
I'll get the door for you. They should be able to get you back into the security database in the next room.
So yeah, we got to get into the security database, as he just said. So we got to go over here towards where this scientist is.
Greetings.
He'll explain.
It looks as though your data was lost in the system failure this morning. Not to worry. I can re-register you at this station. Step into the booth one at a time, and I'll start the procedure.
So I don't know which scientist is which, so we'll say
Still
green.
during the procedure.
Yeah, green
Don't
first.
worry, Dr. Cross. It should only take a few moments.
Dr. Cross first. That's fine. So, yeah, you don't want to move doing this, so and the door will open when you can leave. So, like I said, this is where the switching of characters comes into play, because there's some objectives that both characters need to do, and since I'm doing this single player, I switch between both. So, you'll see the switching a lot in, certain events, but I'm going to try for the most part, probably keeping it on the same character.
Please don't move while I scan for re-registration into the security database. It will be over before you know it, Dr. Green.
I really wish the resolution could be just like the rest of the expansion packs, but unfortunately with the PS2, that's not a possibility. So when you do that, you can go get greeted by another security guard here, and go on through as he looks undignifiedly. I don't know if that's a word, but whatever. So now you get to the elevator, and both need to be in the elevator for it to activate. So yeah, it is necessary entirely to have both characters working in tandem. So it's a lot easier if you have a person to play with, but for the sake of having full control over how the game goes, I'm playing it single player. Also, it just makes it a lot easier for me. So like we gotta walk on over to the next area. Let's see what this guard has to say.
I'd love to chat, but I'm on duty right now.
Ah, hello, ladies. It's good to see you.
Yeah. So we can't get into the data center yet, or wherever that leads to, so now I'm going to switch over to characters, because there's a monologue here from, I believe, Dr. Keller, who is exclusive to Decay, I think. I don't think he has any basis in any other game, but yeah, there he is. Dr. Keller.
Hello, doctors. It's nice to see someone is on time today. Dr. Freeman is running late.
Of course, Dr. Freeman.
Again. Honestly, I do not understand what Kleiner sees in that boy.
There you go, got a reference to
let's
Isaac
get started.
Kleiner. from
When
Half-Life 2.
Dr. Freeman is ready upstairs, they'll want to begin the experiment, so you'll need to retrieve the sample, Dr. Cross. And I'll let Dr. Green into the test chamber.
Dr. Keller.
This Rosenberg, we've met him in
Hello,
Blue Shift.
Dr. Rosenberg. We're sort of in the middle of something right now, so...
I've been talking to Harold. He seems to be under the impression that you're planning on running
And
the
Harold,
anti-mass
we've met before,
spectrometer at
too.
greater than 90%. You realize there is a reason for the safety buffer.
I understand your concern, Doctor, but the administrator was quite clear.
The administrator is a bureaucrat, not a scientist. I did not design this equipment to be run at such high intensity.
This is not your decision. Now, if you wish to stay and monitor the experiment, so be it. Otherwise, you can go back to your little labs over by the train yard.
By the train yard. We've met him there before. Of course.
Dr. Cross, the sample storage area is through the door here. And Dr. Green, we need you in the test chamber. We'll monitor the
So I
experiment.
think I reversed him by accident. Because Dr. Cross... Dr. Cross has to go to one place, Dr. Green has to go to the other, and I keep forgetting who's who, so I had to go change over to Green. Or Cross. Cross. See, I'm already screwing this up. So Dr. Cross needs to go down here, and she will get the sample ready for Gordon.
Ah, it's good to see you. If you would be so kind as to push the sample into the lift, we can start the experiment.
So, go on down yonder, start this up, and that'll open that. So, a very familiar specimen we've seen before. So that's what we got to deliver up to Gordon in the test chamber. And, well,
Interesting.
it's not working. But basically, kind of gives you context as to how this happens. Is Rosenberg's worried about how the experiment's going to go. Keller is just following orders. They all know it's bad to, do it, and of course the Black Mesa incident ends up happening. So, it gives you sort of some context as to how that happens. So, right now we're waiting for the scientist here to figure it out.
Something must be jammed. See if there's anything interfering with the lift machinery in the test chamber below. I'll continue trying to...
We gotta go see what the jam is about. So we gotta go into the test chamber. This door will open here, and of course there's a crowbar in the way. So why would there not be a crowbar in the way? It's Half-Life after all. So when that's all set and ready to go, you kind of just gotta wait it out here. So might as well switch over to your other character. Do her side, which is to get into the test chamber. Esther, because we got everything set up here. So that is the goal here. So some health there, which we're not going to use, but
we'd like you to bring the anti-mass spectrometer online and take it up to 80%.
So turn on the anti-mass spectrometer, and then turn it to 80%. So you just kind of hold it down. And then you'll see on the grid it gets up to 80%, and that's when you know you're good. So you'll hear some familiar audio. You'll be able to hear what they were saying to Gordon. Yeah, because we can't see it. So right now it's pretty cut and dry here, where basically the only thing you got going on is listening to the experiment. That if you've played the original Half-Life, you already know what happens, you already know how it goes, and you've already heard this audio before. So, so this is the other point of view of the Black Mesa incident. So, you got Gordon's point of view, Adrian Shepard from the military, Barney from the security, and then you got two other scientists who worked in tandem to escape. So you meet other characters, including Rosenberg, who we've met in Blue Shift before. So pretty unique in that way. But this gives more context as to what happened before. Like I was saying about Rosenberg being mad about pushing the system to the limits, and Keller being kind of resistant on it. So you get the context of that, where it's just explained kind of, but not really. You got some people that were just sort of like, poo-pooing it because Something's going on.
Get away from the shutting down. No.
Oh no. So back away, because if you stand close to the silo thing in the middle, you can die. Happened to me before. And then just like Gordon, get the blackness and uncertainty here. As get to a loading screen here. And then, which leads us to waking up in the broken test chamber, and we can hear them talking. So this door will open. So I know for a fact that I kept playing as this character in particular for whatever reason. Head crab spawns I completely missed. So FPS aim is not very good in this game. Just because, you know, it's controller sensitivity on a PC game. So.
Well, we've got to get everyone out of here. Reach the surface. Call for help. Something.
The health over here.
So, we've got to deal with the problem. We can't expect anyone else to understand the importance of resetting those damage fields without dimensional gas. So watch may never be repaired.
Get a gun. And some HEV as well. Try not to talk over them. So we can use the lock-on feature here to aim better.
They can help. I'll try to find them with this terminal.
No, don't touch that.
So anyway, what you were hearing is more or less Keller and Rosenberg arbitrating with each other, because Keller wants to fix the problem because nobody else will, or nobody else will understand it. Meanwhile, Rosenberg wants to make sure everybody's safe. So you get sort of a clash between those two going on. But I would say, in an ideal world, leave some ammo and maybe the gun that the security guard had for your teammate or, you know, the other character here, because I kind of just, you know, tunnel vision this as this one character. So this one character has all the ammo. This other character has, you know, all of that. So we're going to ignore that all happening. But because, you know, switching between characters, it go the same path here, in which I wasn't privy to, or at least I forgot about. So more HEV and more bullets for the gun. I've got to watch, you know, where I'm at here. Kind of keeps you on your toes a little bit here in the spawning. Take care of the hound eyes in here. Another freaking head crab. Head crabs are even more elusive on the console version, and they're just awful. So there's more HEV for you there. There's the head crab. Okay. Like I said, aiming with the controller, I'm just so not used to. So more ammo and more HEV. There's also health right here, but I'm gonna wait on that until I get this zombie taken care of, so it's not in my way. And then take the health, and of course leave a little bit. And then this is the data center that we walked by earlier. So we're within the same area, and there's no items or anything. But that's the door that we needed to go to earlier, that we did go through earlier. This side is locked, so you can't even get past it with a crowbar. So this door right here, I'm gonna switch over now, because you need both characters to get the explanation. So the door that we came in is not working. And you see where this like sort of metal thing broke off, but try not to die, because if you fall down, you will die into the like barrel thing. So now this is what I was saying, is I shouldn't have tunnel visioned as one character, because this is the exact same path. Now it's going to be completely clear for this character, unlike the other one. I checked to see if there's any gun or anything. There's not. So like I said, probably want to keep some ammo for the other character, because if you get in a jam and you have no ammo or guns on the other character, then you're kind of screwed. So you know, just sort of walk the same path, and it's completely clear now. I already killed all these zombies and the aliens that were spawning, so there's really nothing you can do here. But, you know, meet up here, and we'll hear from Rosenberg and Keller again.
Oh, thank goodness you've survived. Those HEV suits of yours are well designed, Dr. Cross.
Doctors, we have formulated a plan. You must escort Rosenberg to the surface, help him call for help. I couldn't possibly make it in my chair. I'll stay behind and assess the damage to our equipment and the extent of the cascade. Maybe I can find a clue as to what went wrong and how we can right things.
I don't like the idea of leaving you here, but it seems we have no choice.
Let me activate the service lift. There's a shortcut through the training area that will get you to the surface. Good luck.
Yeah, so basically, Rosenberg is going to be escorted by you up to the surface so he can call for help. And of course, if you know what happens in Blue Shift, he gets captured by the military and then rescued by Barney. Eventually, halfway through Blue Shift or so. Keller will meet up with later because he's going to assess the damage. But that'll do it for the dual access chapter of Half-Life Decay. So like I said, it's the first chapter here in the PlayStation 2 edition. So you can see I got 100% accuracy because of having no guns. But and then I'm going to save the game here. But I'm looking forward to this series. It's going to be a lot of fun, and it's going to be fun playing it on the PS2. So thank you for watching, and subscribe for more. We'll be doing this every week. And of course, more than ever, take care.